I'm Sucheta Singh and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, helping seniors with technology, Christmas ornaments, and Cinderella on the peninsula. All that and much more coming up on Go Island. This is, of course, the season when you're going to go out and you're going to party, and all those treats are just calling out to you to fill yourself with sugar and not so good stuff. I mean, they taste great, but they're not that great. So what are some of the tips that we can have around this time of the year? And I'm joined by Jannine. And the number one, you were saying stress.
Yeah, stress is a huge factor in putting on at least 5 to 10 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, that's the average amount of weight that male or female will put on is about 10 pounds.
And around the season? Around
the season is huge for so many factors. I mean, you're shopping, you have a lot on your mind, your to-do list is big, and then your nutrition goes and your dehydration, right?
Yeah.
And there's so much temptation. So then it comes down to, okay, how can you minimize the stress and the damage to your system, to your waistline, and
And you were saying protein.
Protein, protein is huge because when your stress hormone goes up, which is cortisol, you actually become protein deficient because the body can't actually shuttle the protein into the cell.
Oh.
So a really good thing, instead of eating sweets, which is what you're going to crave, is eating some really good bioavailable high quality protein.
Okay.
Some really good ones that I strongly believe in is the progressive harmonized whey protein. Because it has the digestive enzyme in it. It's New Zealand, so it's no antibiotics, no hormones, and it's very clean and bioavailable and lactose free.
And one of the things we were saying is you got to eat healthy, but we'll talk about that coming up in the show. First up, our first story: from cell phones to notebooks to computers, there's constantly new technology on the rise. Sometimes it can be hard to keep up. But what is it like for a person who grew up without these gadgets? Jen Murray connects the dots between seniors and technology. The Christmas ornament was originally invented in a small town in Germany in the mid-19th century. Fast forward to 2012, and we have some families who really like to decorate every square inch of their home, even the bathroom. Karen Algersma has her story. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest indoor Christmas light display consisted of almost 500,000 individual lights. It was in a shopping center in Romania in 2010. A quick break now. When we come back, Cinderella. Welcome back to Go Island. We will catch up with Jannine in a bit to talk a little bit more about some tips to keep you healthy this holiday season. But our next story, James heads to Royal Oak to see how the Peninsula players are handling their Cinderella pantomime with the loss of their director, Dick Mells. So we're going to give you a few more tips on staying healthy this holiday season. And you were saying, of course, the protein, but eating habits as well.
Yeah, eating habits. So, you know, you go to your Christmas party and you're eating a bunch of sugar, you're eating a whole bunch of food, and you get home and you just feel like crap, right? So a couple key things you can do to kind of minimize that is come home and have some cultured vegetables, such as live sauerkraut. It has to be pasteurized though, so you get those digestive enzymes, you get the good bacteria that is really going to help with bloating, indigestion, and just kind of resetting your system.
Because there's nothing worse than eating all the junk and then feeling really bloated and not so good.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
And then the sugar hangover, right? So then the next day, in order to avoid the sugar hangover, it's really good to have a green juice. So green juice is, my favorite is kale, celery, and chard, and some lemon or lime. And I mean, it doesn't taste that great, but the way it makes you feel, you know, it really nourishes your cells, it alkalines the body, so it takes the stress off your adrenals, your digestive system.
Well, we have one more tip coming up later on, but first up, we're going to go to a break. We have hockey next. We'll be back with the Royals Report. And our final point with Jannine about dehydration, because you're going to be drinking a lot this holiday season, if you are a drinker, of course. So how do we stay hydrated?
Right, so a great way to stay hydrated is drinking quality water. And quality water means that it has minerals and it's alkaline forming. Okay. So unfortunately, a lot of the tap water is full of chlorine and fluoride, as well as acidic and devoid of minerals. So a really great way to replace that into your water is taking some Himalayan pink salt, which has...
And that's the stuff right there?
That's the one right there, yeah. There's a couple different ones, just as long as it's authentic Himalayan pink salt.
Yeah.
And you can put a teaspoon or half a teaspoon into a large glass of water, squirt some lemon in it, and that will alkaline it and remineralize it, and drink that like twice a day. You're going to see a huge improvement.
That's all the time we have on today's show. Thanks to Lifestyles Market for letting us in, showing us some of the products, of course, with Jannine, to tell us how we can stay healthy this holiday season. So just keep those tips in mind when you're out there eating some of those good cookies and baked goods and that turkey, or the turducken, as I've heard about that, the turkey, duck, and chicken. I don't know about that. And of course, the alcoholic drinks. So those are some of the things to keep in mind. And of course, we'll have that green drink on our Facebook page. So check us out. We are Go Island South, and we'll see you next time.